Welcome back to the morning show. Our show today is brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishings, now in their third generation of being family owned and operated. Thanks to Vermeulen's for helping us bring you today's show. Well, we're celebrating Christmas a little early this year, and here to help us is Angela Guadagnini from the Jackson Department of the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
Thank you for having me.
I told you when I saw you this morning, you just brightened my day.
Yes.
You did.
Oh, good.
We needed her today. It's gloomy out, so you
Yes, so
bring
I'm all
joy.
decked out in Christmas because I've been doing Christmas since May.
Yeah, most people don't even have their Halloween costumes set.
Nope, we don't. We haven't even pulled out our Halloween decorations. So,
So,
Just jumping. We're skipping a few
skipping,
holidays.
yeah.
so you're here for the annual Giving Tree Project, which is so important
Yes.
in our community.
yes, it's the Department of Health and Human Services calls it the Community Giving Program. In Jackson, we call it the Angel Tree Christmas.
Okay.
I have worked really hard over the years to engage businesses to support us in this endeavor. So when I started the program about 5 years ago, we had gifts for 380 children.
Okay.
Wow.
And 80 of those children were covered by our staff because we didn't have enough donors.
Oh,
Last year, we provided gifts to 1,267 children. And I have a few groups that specifically work with a targeted population. So I have a group that collects for our adults that are involved in adult services,
Okay.
so have disabilities or developmental disabilities, and they don't have anybody to support them and give them Christmas gifts. So I have a group that collects stuff for them. I have another group that collects, like, we use gift cards for children when they're waiting for placement, for restaurants and stuff, and they provided us with almost $250 worth
Wow.
of gift cards.
Nice.
So we do all kinds of stuff, but the donors in Jackson are just amazing.
How can our viewers get involved?
Oh, contact me. I can hook you up.
All right, how do we find you?
I am with the Department of Health and Human Services. I can be reached at area code 517-315-6627, and that is my mobile phone that I have with me all the time, and I can set you up. I have contacted businesses. I have been to Jaxpo for the last several years, and in my previous role, I was looking for people to support foster parents.
Yeah.
Now I look for people to support our kids in the community. And I've gotten many of our donors from Jaxpo.
Yeah.
So I was really disappointed that I couldn't be there this last Thursday, but it
Well,
was.
I hope you enjoyed our recap.
I did enjoy your recap, and I wish I had been there, but not for your thing.
No.
Yeah. If it's got a heartbeat, it doesn't belong in your
It
ear.
didn't have a heartbeat, but either way.
I'm so glad that was the takeaway.
Well, you know, I heard some horror stories from her about things that did come out of people's ears with a heartbeat and a family.
Yeah.
A family.
I can't.
Okay,
No,
so if you
no,
wanna keep,
no.
Let's get back to the
No.
matter
Yeah,
at
let's-
hand.
yes, the
okay?
matter at
Let's
hand.
do good for our
which
community.
It's sponsoring children in
Yeah,
need. Now,
so-
are all of these children, not all of these children that we'd be helping are in foster care, correct?
No,
Okay.
no. So we have a separate program for our foster children, and so many of them are provided through that program. But
Okay.
Angel Tree is for any kids so we send a letter to any families that are receiving cash assistance or food assistance with the Department of Health and Human Services. And those families turn in those forms to me, and I process them. So they're the families that are in poverty. You know, when we have a neighbor or a community with about half of our kids living at or below poverty, this is a big deal.
It is.
We do have families that we call the working poor, so they're the ones that are working, but they just don't have extra for those holidays.
Yeah.
So we have them that come in too. So
Nice.
And we've
Yeah.
participated in this event before
Yep.
and are looking forward to again.
Yep, I got your envelope today.
Awesome. Are there specific things that you guys need in particular? Is there anything you're asking for as far as items?
For our office, okay. So we go through a lot of cleaning supplies.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Many of the families that our protective services staff work with and our adult services staff work with have problems getting cleaning supplies because you can't use the bridge card to get them.
Right.
'Cause
Oh,
they're
you
not.
can't?
No, they're not food. The
Right.
bridge
Okay.
card is used for food. So
Interesting,
yeah,
yeah.
so we go through a lot of cleaning supplies. It's been amazing.
How do you, I'm sorry, Jeff. How do you get all of these gifts to all of these families?
Okay, so 2 men in a truck. I'm going to plug them because
Sure.
they are wonderful.
Oh, nice.
They pick up the gifts from all of our organizations. So, like Department of Corrections, they
Okay.
take 200 children. So that's 3 gifts per child. 600 gifts. I can't fit that in my car. So 2 men in a truck donate a truck and 2 men to pick up gifts all over the community
Cool.
to bring to our office. And then it is a huge ordeal having people come in. So I assign numbers to each child.
Okay.
And each day I have that set number. Like if your child is number 1 to 200, you're going to come in on Monday. And then you're going to text me that you're here. I'm going to bring your gift out. It takes a whole bunch of people. We have a lot of staff that come in, some volunteers that come in to help us distribute all these gifts. But our room is amazing with 3,600 gifts in it. It is amazing.
So Angela, if an office wanted to get involved, or a single individual, and we said, hey, okay, give me 3 kids, are you going to give us specific items that this kid's
I give
is
you
their
the
heart's desire?
Yes, I
Okay.
give you the child's name. I give you their gender, their age, and what they want.
Cool.
It's their wish list.
Oh,
Yes,
perfect.
I give you everything. All you get to do is you get to do the fun part, go shopping and
Shopping.
wrap
Yeah.
the gifts,
Yeah.
and then I pass them out. But I get the best part because I get to see those families that are so thankful
Yeah.
and grateful. Every year, I make at least 2 families cry.
Yeah.
And,
Oh.
and
Oh,
it's
I'm
just
sure.
the most beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Because some of these families, and they've said, you know, our kids wouldn't get Christmas if it wasn't for this, and I'm getting
Yeah.
chills.
And
'Cause
that's the
it is.
reality.
It's so wonderful. It's
Yeah.
it's the most beautiful part of my job.
That's awesome.
Oh, thank you
When's
for doing it.
what's the deadline?
Well, I take the forms from families up until Christmas.
Okay.
As long as
Wow.
I've got donors, I take those forms, and I have not run out of donors yet.
Yeah.
Right now, I have donors for about 900 kids,
Wow.
and this is October.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
What about cash? I mean, does your department, if
We can
somebody
take
wants to
cash.
volunteer, or
Yep.
donate money so
Yep.
that you can allocate where you think it needs to be,
Yep.
especially for those last minute
Those last
Yeah.
minute
families?
ones, yep.
Okay.
We can take cash too. I prefer checks
Sure.
so that I don't have to have cash on hand.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, we take cash, and then we have certain staff that have procurement cards
Okay.
that can go out and do shopping for those last minute ones.
Nice.
But I also have groups that want those last minute kids. They know
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
that Christmas is a hard time, and when we
Yeah.
have to place a child into foster care, I've got families that they want those kids. So call
yeah.
me 2 days before Christmas, and I will take care of those
Awesome.
kids.
Okay.
So yeah,
Awesome.
it's wonderful.
Well, I hope you join us at JTV and helping the Angel Tree Project at the MDHHS. Angela Guadagnini, thank you so much for all of your
Thank you
work.
for having me.
Yeah, it's
Thank
great to
you.
see you
Thank
today.
you for having me. Yes.
And if you run into Angela, make sure you wish her a Merry Christmas today.
Merry Christmas.
More of the morning show after this quick break.